Welcome back everyone to episode 28 of Sky of Diamonds, I believe. It's been a couple weeks, actually maybe a little more than a couple weeks since the last episode, which was the Christmas special. I just kind of, after holidays, I kind of got sick and it's just been kind of hard for me to start recording again, but I am back. We are here. You can see, I think Romeo did this. He put this tree here. No, I put the tree. I think he put the presents, and he made this fireplace here with the rewards that he received from the Christmas quest line, which I believe the mod author has removed now. I think it was somewhere here. Yeah. Again, that was just like a holiday special quest line, so it makes sense. So today I started doing some of the tier 3 seeds. If you look at the quest line here, we did maybe like like 7-8 of them, or maybe about 10 of them, looks like. Actually, I think we already had the saltpeter, and we may have already had like another one, I think the nether quartz as well. So there's a few more I need to do, but we also have a bunch that require the mob chunks, so like the skeletons, creeper, spider, rabbit, guardian, blitz. Yeah, so there's quite a few of them. There's what was that, 8 of them at least that need mob chunks. So that might be that might take a little while, because I don't know if there's any easier way to collect these mob chunks other than just go and fight them. I don't know if there's maybe like a mob killer where I can put in a specific sword. Not sure. Killer Joe. Okay, maybe this might work, because it says that if I supply a sword with it, if that sword has the ability to get the mob chunks, maybe that can work. I'll have to test that out. I'll have to see if I can do that. So I might look into that this episode. But yeah, so this episode, I think what I'm gonna do is try to finish off the rest of the tier 3 seeds that do not require the mob chunks. And I might actually, last episode you saw that I actually finished the Draconic Bowl, right? Yeah, there we go. So they're all upgraded to Draconic, and I want to see if I can go ahead and fight the Chaos Dragon again, and hopefully win this time. And if we do win, then we'll have some more of the Chaos Shards, and I'll upgrade our stuff to Chaos instead. Because I think we do have some Chaos Shards, but I don't want to use them just yet, because we kind of teased it. We used the Rainbow Yo-Yo, which although it's in the pack, like you're able to get it through the, I think the loot bags, so we have actually 89 of them, but in my opinion that's a bit cheesy. So I kind of want to see if I can do it without that. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get that Killer Joe set up, and then I'll see if I can go fight the Chaos Dragon or Chaos Guardian. Alright guys, so I decided to try to automate the chunk farming, the mob chunk farming, that is. Now, although we don't need that many, for a lot of these other ones here, where for example the gas, the blaze, and things like that, I don't want to go and like farm those specific mobs. Instead, I can just get like other mob chunks and turn them into what I need. So to do that, we'll have to get some mob chunks, and you know what, I don't want to go and farm them myself like last time, because that kind of took a little bit of time, and you know, I kind of want to do it while I'm doing something else, right? So what I did is I created this Solium Awakened Cleaver. Now I use the cleaver because I know it has the highest damage output. Now the downfall is the speed. You see how slow it is to recharge. Now I don't know how that would affect in these mechanical users and things like that, but I don't think it matters, but we'll see how it goes. So I mentioned the Killer Joe. Now I think this might be the ideal one we want to go with, but the only thing is we need the nutrient distillation. Now I might have to do that because I did test these other two here. This one's the mechanical user from Extra Utilities 2. So let me show you here. Generic click. No, there's an entity one, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Left click, and so this should start hurting me. But one interesting thing is the XP, like the sword does not gain any XP, which is really weird, and it does not lower the durability as well. So it looks like it's not actually using it for some reason. And I even tested it. I put it in here for about 5 minutes or so and see if I got any chunks, and I got no chunks at all. So I don't think that actually worked for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's because it's a Tinker's sword. Maybe I need the Solium dagger. This guy right here. But I don't really want to make that if I already have this sword here. So we'll see. So I tested it with this automated user as well. And same thing. See, it hurts me. But even if I put in... Put use? Yeah, on use it doesn't do anything. So yeah, so I don't know. It seems like it's not actually using the sword I give it. So I want to try out the Killer Joe instead. Now, to do that, we need the nutrient distillation. So let's go ahead and see if we can start doing start prepping for that. All right. So for the nutrient distillation, we're gonna need the vat over here. Now I should have everything. What am I missing? Okay. Oh, right, the chassis. Yeah. So I do have. What was that? Whoops. I think I accidentally pulled something from there. I do have the chassis up here I was making. There we go. I made 2 of them just in case. So we have that. There's also an upgraded version, but I don't think we have everything for this either. One thing I also noticed is I didn't realize that I left my auto looter, the auto loot bag opener, sorry. I left it on the to auto open the common loot bags. I forgot why exactly I did that, but a benefit about that is now when we look at the capacitors, we have a ton of these capacitors now, which is pretty cool. Look at all those. And some of them are actually pretty good. If I can do something like that, does that work? Yeah, there we go. So this one will display all the ones that benefit the VAT. You see under the description. So this one's 3.22. So this one sucks. 4.25. Yeah. Let's see here. 4.25. What else do we have? Yeah, so this 4.25 is the best one that we have here, which is actually really good. So let's go ahead and set that up. Oops, up here. Now this takes water and also I think what was it? So water and then a couple of I guess different items here. I gotta figure out exactly which are the best one. I think this is the best one. So I think I am gonna try to do the fermented eyes, and not sure if I'll do the skulls. I'm not too sure how many skulls I have. But we'll see. We'll see. So because it takes water, I might actually put it like on this side somewhere. Maybe actually, you know what? I can just I can just put it here, and then if I need more space, I can do it under. I do have like a subfloor in between. So that should be fine. Now for water, can probably make another one of those infinite water sources. One of these guys here. Buckets of water. Yeah. All right, we have that, and then I need some fluid conduits as well. Okay, I think I am gonna go under here. Just because I'm gonna have to connect one of these network cables as well. So let's see here. If I do this there, and put this guy like down here somewhere. I'll just put it like right here. So yeah, there we go. We're getting the water. That's good. So now we need the 2 items. So like I said, I did kind of prep a couple things here, and mostly just to get the fermented eye. Now for the fermented eye, we need 1 spider eye, 1 mushroom, 1 sugar. Now if we look at our system here, we have like a ton of sugar. Yeah, 3.1k, and we have a ton of sugar cane, so we can always make more if we need to. I think just do something like this, right? I might make an autocraft for it, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, but I don't know if it's worth making an autocraft for the sugar or not. I can always just make more if I need to. And then we also have what was the other thing? The mushrooms. I don't have that many here. I made a crafting pattern using the essence, so that will give us a bunch of mushrooms easily. And then what else? And then the spider eye, and we have 16k of those, so I think we're fine there. So let me put this guy somewhere here. And then I guess skulls. Do we have enough? Skull. Does it have to be a skull, or can it be like a head as well? Because we have, okay, apparently we have more skeleton than zombie heads, which I find kind of interesting. So I guess we can use these guys. We have quite a few of them. So how do I automate this? Let me see how I can automate this. But first, let's see if I can grab some of that and fermented. Just craft a ton of these. See how much I can craft. Now, I don't think I have enough sugar for that. Let's see what it tells me here. Okay, not sure what happened there. I tried to craft the fermented eyes and my game kind of just froze for a couple minutes there. And it didn't start, so let me try again. Just do that for now. Something bugging up with the refined storage system. You know what? I'm gonna have to, I think, restart the server itself. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so after I restarted the server, the crafting still was not working, and I even upgraded to the latest version. You can see here we're on version 1.9, and the crafting still wasn't working. And then I was messing around with the discs in the refined storage system, and you can see here I only have one disc here, which is it's the first disc I had, that's already full, and it's working fine. You can see the crafting preview it works fine, right? But as soon as I put in where is it, this disc right here, which was the second disc, you're gonna see here when I try to craft something, it stalls again. And what I didn't realize is I could just cancel and it'll go back to gameplay. But it got me thinking, maybe it's something that's in the disc, or maybe this disc itself was bad. So what I started doing is I created this portable grid just to test it out. But what I started doing was I grabbed this other disc here. This was empty. I put it in here as the second one, and I started to transfer everything from this disc into here, using the disc manipulator here, right? So I'll just put it in here, it'll start transferring everything. I have no filters, and then it'll just store it here, right? And then it was working fine. As it progressed, it was working fine. I would check it every couple hours or so. Like this is actually the next day right now that we're in, and I would check it every couple hours, it would still work, and eventually it stopped working. So I took that disc out. I made myself this portable grid, which is actually fairly easy to do. It's just like a grid, a controller, and a fluid grid all in one. It's actually pretty cool. So what you can do with this thing is you can put one single disc in here and see what's in it and use it and do whatever you want with it, right? So that's actually pretty cool. Now so just to show you guys, so so these two are the bad ones, or they have, I think there's probably some sort of item or something that's causing this problem, and I want to try to like get to the root cause of it, right? So if I put this disc here just to show you that doesn't work, I do start, we wait, and it doesn't work, right? And so let's just cancel that, and it's fine. So to try to figure out what it is, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another blank disc in here, right? And I'm gonna do the disc manipulation one more time. Excuse me. So yeah, so this is gonna start to fill up this disc here, and again you can see here so far I'm able to craft no problem. So I'm probably gonna sit here for another couple hours and see if I can try to minimize this. Of course I'm not just gonna be watching this the whole time. I have other stuff to do. right? But I'll come and check it every so often just to see if I can start a craft. If I can, I'll just let it go. As soon as I can't start a craft again, I'm gonna remove this disk and I'm gonna put it into this portable grid here, and I'm gonna see what's in here. And actually, I might actually make a couple more of these. Actually, can I do that now? Let me make a couple more of these, because if I can make a couple more of these, I can use them separately with each disk and compare what's the same on those disks and try to minimize and break down what the problem actually is, right? Because this seems to be like a big issue here. I don't know if it's a problem with my system. Maybe I'm just ingesting too much in here into this one single refined storage system, or not sure. Alright guys, so I've been kind of messing around with this for quite a while, and I'm still able to craft just fine. So you know what, let's just continue with this episode at least, and then I'll try to figure out what's going on here in between episodes. So let's see, what I wanted to do was craft the fermented spider eyes, right? So do a few of those. I see, like, that works fine. And then so the fermented spider eyes, and then I needed the skulls. Now I don't know. Yeah, okay, so we have skeleton skulls. I guess we can use those. I'll just do 64 for now. And fermented spider eyes. It's crafting them right now. It is a little slow, but it's going. Alright, there we go. So we have 64 fermented spider eyes, 64 skulls, and then we just bring this up to the vat over here, and we just throw it in there, and it should start producing. So yeah, so there we go. So we have some nutrient distillation here. So we have 2 buckets already. I think each time this makes 1 bucket, which is awesome. That's gonna be more than enough. Now what I do need to do is get a drum, I guess, to get it out of there. So let me do this. Now I don't want to make a demonic drum. I think that's too much. Let me just do an iron drum for now. Not too sure how much this holds. Let me see. There we go. Oh, there you go. So that holds 256 buckets. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that's enough to at least keep us at a steady rate. So now with this, I can use an importer. That should import into the system, right? Oh, you know what? No. This is wrong. This is wrong. I do not want to import. I do not want to import. Let me export into here. I do not want to import. What I want to do is do a storage. Make it a storage. What was that called? Oh my god, I can't type. I want to make it an external storage. Yeah, this is what I want. Yeah, because if I make it an external storage, that way it doesn't have to use up the well, I guess the fluid disk is not even in there right now, but it won't use up the disk right there, right? Yeah, so I can't see it right there yet. So I think that should work. I don't see it listed as a storage. How are these set up? These all just have the regular cables. Do I have to have the regular cable? Maybe I do. Or maybe... Okay, let me try one more thing. Come on, get in. Oh wait, I gotta change this to fluid type. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Nutrient. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're set. So now we have the nutrient distillation here. So I think now what I can do is put the killer Joe over here. I'm gonna have to break you for a second. Break you a little bit here too. So I put the killer Joe there with this guy in here. Then I have to import. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this guy right here to import or export fluid. Now, does it know what to export? No. Okay, so I got a bucket. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's working. Yeah, so I all I had to do was add it to the filter here, and yeah, it's working now. So let's see. What I'm curious about is if this is actually using the sword. I would assume this does use the sword. So I think the XP already went up a bit. Let's wait here a couple minutes, see what happens. Alright, yeah, so I waited a couple minutes here and it looks like we are getting XP on the sword now. So this is definitely working and we should technically be getting the chunks as well. So let me put the crate back in here. I had it in here for like a second because this was for earlier as well. The only thing is, it looks like that's allowing light to go in. Now, I don't know if I need to put like a facade or something there. But yeah, let me try to put like a facade there. Just so we don't allow the light to go in. So let's see, facade. Oh, we need a Ender IO painter, I think it is. So let me try to make a painter. Perfect. Is that what we want? A painter? But that's for conduits. That's not what we want. We want, ah man. Alright, so I'm not too sure exactly how I can minimize the light in there. So it looks like like the conduit did not work on the Killer Joe. I put it on the conduit right under it. See if maybe that helped, but it doesn't seem like it did. It looks like the light is either coming in from the crate over here, or either that, or it's coming in from the Killer Joe itself, because it looks kind of bright right there, right? So I don't know. I'm not too sure what to do about that, but you know what? It's still killing stuff. It's still working fine, and I'm pretty sure we are still getting chunks, which is exactly what we need. Yeah, so experience chunks. You can't actually use these, but you can see that we're getting these guys. As long as we're getting something, I'm pretty sure we didn't have as many skeletons and creepers as well, but we will start getting some more. So yeah. Next thing I want to do is I want to see if I can go fight the one of the chaos dragons again. Now that I have the bow over here, the only thing I gotta do is get some arrows. Now I don't know, can I use these other special arrows? I don't even have many of them, so maybe not. I'll grab a few stacks. I'm not too sure if this is, I thought this was infinity, but I did not see, or maybe I can add it. Can I add infinity? Do I have an infinity book? Okay, so I can do Green's Infinity. And Lapis. Oh, and a Booking Quill, of course. Alright, so we already have Lapis in here, that's fine. So can I add this to the bowl? Oh, I can. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, that's perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And that way I can just put away most of these, right? I can just keep one stack just in case. Now, is there anything else I can add to this? Would it show me here? Power? Oh, I can add power to this? Interesting. And punch. Flame. Okay, so I can add power and punch as well. I did not know that was a thing to add to these draconic bowls. I'll definitely do that. I don't know, how would I find this? Oh, here we go. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, power 4. Power 3. Is it a power 5, or do I have to just... Oh, power 5 right here. Okay. So let's do power 5 and punch 2. Yeah, might as well add these, right? There we go. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna put the storage disk in here. I'll put this in here as well. Alright, so I just found another Chaos Dragon area here, but before we do anything, let me add a new one, a new teleport here. I'll make it Chaos 2, and then let's lock that. And what did I do? Oops. Okay, at least it works. Alright, so now let's put this in here. Alright, there we go. Where am I? Oh yeah, right here. Okay, so let's see if we can fight this guy with the draconic stuff here. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I think I gotta destroy these things. Oh. Okay, that was super loud. I'm just trying to get away here so I can adjust my volume settings here a little bit. That was really loud. See, the thing is, I don't know what he counts as. Does he count as a player? 'Cause everything else is pretty low. So I gotta go in there and try to destroy a few things, those regeneration things here. So I'm not sure if I'm hurting him, to be honest. Alright, I'm about to kill him. Let's see. There we go. Oh man, okay, so that did take some time. Okay, yeah, so that did take some time to actually kill him. Now I don't know if he dropped anything specific. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything special. I got the dragon heart. So a couple things. I did have to adjust my settings here. So I was messing around with the draconic bow. I took away all the explosion, I took away the draconic fire and the shockwave, and all it did was raise the base damage all the way up, left auto fire on, and the velocity modifier to 500%. That way I can just literally spam it, and pretty much once I was able to spam all the crystals, at certain points he was vulnerable, and I could just spam him, and it would go down fairly quickly. Now again, so this fight took me maybe, I would say maybe like 20 minutes, but it probably would have taken me less if I would have done that before, because before I was kind of just doing it and it wasn't working. Like when I would shoot the crystals, it wasn't working, and I think that is because I had the explosion on, or something like that. I'm not too sure. So I was doing it with the sword, and it was just taking forever to actually kill him. But yeah, there it is, done. So I think now we can just go underground here. Where's the middle? Let's see. Right here. You can just go underground here and get the chaos crystal. Alright, so yeah. Let me just... I don't want this stuff here. I should really get some fortune on this, but I think... How do I do this? Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, now we can just destroy the chaos crystal, and we are pretty much done. So we got 5 more chaos shards. Again, I think I should probably get fortune. I think that might even help me. And yeah, this is gonna explode. Before it does that, I am gonna get out of here. I do have the waypoint set here. Home base. There we go. And yeah, that was fun. Like I said, it did take me like maybe 20-25 minutes, and I think that was mostly because I wasn't too sure how my settings for draconic bow should have been. But now that I know, I think it should go a lot faster. All right, guys, so that's gonna be the end of the episode here. Now, we didn't really complete everything that I kind of wanted to. For example, all the seeds, the tier 3 seeds. But now that we have the mob chunks going, I should be able to get that done fairly easily. Maybe I'll do that in between episodes. Now, hopefully I can get this disk issue fixed. So these two disks are working together right now. This is the one that's bad so far. So I don't know. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna diagnose this here. But yeah, anyways, that will be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe as well. That definitely helps me out. And we also may be seeing a new series for a different game. And hopefully you guys check that out and enjoy as well. All right, have a great day, guys.